Hey, what's up? My name is Buffalo, John, whatever you want to call me. Um, I just wanted to make this recording just for the fuck of it and kind of tell a few stories, I guess. So, some things about me. I am a horribly boring individual. I have no social life, I have nothing. What I am is an observer. You could put me in any fucking situation, and I will find something interesting to keep my mind occupied, and then I will tell you about it later, and it'll be the funniest thing ever. For instance, let me tell you about my first night in Chicago last May. So, this all happened in the span of, let's say, like a good 8 hours. I got off the plane. I waited for an hour or two for my buddies to pick me up in the airport. And I almost got scammed. This dude was just like, hey, I need to get home. Do you have $5 so I can hop a taxi and get home? And I was like, I know this is a scam. And then I'm like, yeah, I got you. And he's like, wait, what about 20? I might gotta get some food and get home and all this and that. And I'm just like, nah, dude, here's $5. I know what you're doing. Nice on you for trying. And he got really pissed. And he's like, just give the 5. And he walked away. And then my buddies picked me up. We got to the hotel that we were staying at. And the second we got out, we got to the hotel. And this is a hotel that I stayed at the year prior. I forgot to mention that. And I know that Chicago is fucking insane. It's the greatest place in the world to visit and just see what cool shit is walking around. And just experience the beauty of this place. So, we get out of the hotel car fucking thing, and the second you hear, you motherfucker, I'm gonna come back and kill you, break, crash, glass, and then just, we all look around, and all the people I'm with have never been at the hotel before. I have. And they look at me, I'm like, oh, that's just the hotel, we'll be fine, that's just the street. And we walk into the hotel, and the second we walk in, we're waiting, our buddy's checking in, and 2 cops come walking in, and already it's just a great night. They're trying to interrogate us for a second, and the receptionist is like, no, it's not for them, it's for someone else. So we got saved from getting interrogated by cops. I got scammed in cops within like 3 hours of being there. We then proceeded to go to a friend's house and got fucking baked, like really good baked. And this was in Boys Town, Chicago. And after hanging out, eating some great tacos, they were phenomenal. We're walking to a train station to get back to the hotel because we dropped a car off in Boys Town, so we don't have to like park it anywhere and pay every night. As we're walking by in Boys Town, let me just preface: Boys Town is just as dangerous as any part of Chicago, but they dress better. You ever been stabbed by a guy wearing Gucci flip-flops and you're like not mad? That's Boys Town. As we're walking to the train station, there was this lady screaming, fuck Joe Biden, and just repeating it over and over again, just going batshit crazy, some like QAnon conspiracy crackhead. Q crack is stronger than normal crack, obviously. And then 10 minutes later, we got to the bus station, or the fucking train station. I'm sorry, I'm tired. We got to the train station, and me and my 2 friends sat down waiting for the train to come. And this guy sits next to us, and we could tell, obviously, this guy's tweaking. He's on some good. And he proceeds to get his phone, puts on White Iverson by Post Malone, blasts it. It's and I can't help but to think, in my weird mind, I'm just like, what is going on? This is the first night, and this guy gets so much better. He starts playing a beat and like mumble rapping to himself. He's like, we couldn't understand a single fucking thing this dude was saying. And the only line we could catch was 50 Cent. I thought that nincompoop's very, very brother that I can't say died from AIDS. So he's like, 50 Cent, I thought they died from AIDS. And I'm trying not to get stabbed, and I'm trying not to laugh and set this guy off, but I looked at my buddy who's sitting next to me. We're just laughing and talking about something else, but we're laughing and talking about something, but we could tell we're both laughing at what that dude said because we both heard it. We got on the train, made sure it was in a different train car. I was like, "Did you just hear what that guy said?" And we're going back to where the hotel was. We're literally 30 seconds of getting off the train, and this dude walks in. He's like, "I got zingers, bingers, da-da-da-da, crocodile," and my eyes widened, and he looked me dead in the eyes when he said crocodile, because he thought he got a customer. I was like, "Dude, I know what crocodile is, but no." And I'm looking him dead in the eyes. I'm waiting for him to leave, and I'm just in my eyes like, this is not real. This is not reality. Chicago is not a real place. And we got off the train, got back to the hotel, and that was just day one, 8 or 6 hours. And we still had like 2 more days ahead of us. And that's just day one. I will recap day 2 real quick, which is pretty funny. There was a dude in a tree, a homeless man in a tree. Now, let me tell you why. We went to go get food after the festival that we went to in Chicago. And there's this random dude that came in, this very obviously homeless man. And he said he wants some food, but he doesn't have money. And the people in the chicken shop were like, "Get out of here." And he's like, "No, fuck you, buy me food." And one of the people in my group was nice enough to buy him food. And then the worker goes out the door, looks down the street, and goes, "This dude's in a tree." Like the guy that was just shouting for food. So, this homeless man, literally, it was just like, at this point, all we knew was homeless man came in, asked for food, hopped in tree. We didn't know why. And about 5 minutes later, he comes back in. His pants are all ripped, more than before. So I think maybe he caught a branch on the way down. And he just goes on this rant. He's like, "Y'all are fucking bitches. I wanted food. That dude just died on a motorcycle, and I made sure the police could get to him. I was a lookout. He's fucking dead in the streets. Y'all should be more compassionate, motherfucker." And he like walks out. And if the door could be slammed, he would have slammed the door on the way out. And that was literally the second time I've ever been in Chicago. And this was all legitimately within 24 hours. It's such a great time. You should visit. If you just shut the fuck up and stay to your own lane and stay in a group, you will see some of the greatest things ever. But anyways, that was like a short little story of Chicago, and I hope that it was pleasant for you. I'm going to start making more of these, I think, just to kind of get used to talking and telling stories, because I am the observer.